Finding new great movies can be a daunting task amidst the overwhelming options available on streaming platforms. This week, however, promises an exciting array of releases that could make your search a bit easier. Here's a curated list of 8 movies that have just graced our small screens, offering a variety of genres and stories to suit every taste. From thrilling adventures to heartwarming dramas, these new releases are set to capture your attention and make your movie nights truly special. Let's dive in and discover your next favorite film among these fresh titles. To start our list on the 15th, Netflix added Midnight Sun, a movie which follows a 17-year-old Katie Price who has been sheltered since childhood due to a life-threatening sensitivity to sunlight. Her world opens up after dark, allowing her to venture out and play her guitar for random travelers. One night, she encounters Charlie, a young man she secretly admired for years. As fate leads to a budding romance, Katie desperately hides her condition from her unsuspecting new beau. My views on the movie are mixed. The plot could have been stronger with more detailed information about the disease and deeper character insights. The movie barely focused on Katie's condition, XP, which felt more like a prop than the story's base. Instead of highlighting how XP impairs one's life, it mainly focused on the love story. Though it was meant to be a romance, I felt the storyline only brushed upon all aspects. Another banger that Netflix added on the 15th is Bone Tomahawk. The premise of this movie centers on an outlaw who unknowingly leads a band of cannibalistic troglodytes into the peaceful western town of Bright Hope. The monsters kidnap several settlers, including the wife of a local rancher. Despite his injured leg, the rancher joins a small rescue party with the sheriff, his aging deputy, and a strong-willed gunslinger. Their journey becomes a descent into hell as they face a foe whose savagery knows no bounds. Kurt Russell delivers a strong performance, reminiscent of his Doc Holliday character, which adds positively to the film. The unique Western premise, mature and gruesome violence, and a satisfying hero's ending tie the film together nicely. It's a must-watch for Western fans, Kurt Russell enthusiasts, and Tombstone admirers, and highly recommended for everyone else. On the 19th, Netflix will add Find Me Falling, which is one of the best romantic movies Netflix has released this year. This one follows aging rock star John Allman. Coming off a flop album and dwindling popularity, decides to take a break from his career to reclaim his spark. He moves to an isolated cliffside home on the idyllic Mediterranean island of Cyprus. His dream of keeping a low profile is derailed by encounters with desperate locals. His life takes a more complicated turn when an old flame reignites. This story explores various forms of love, romantic, familial, lifelong dreams, and the sacrifices made for loved ones. John ultimately must decide whether the true love of his life is his music or the woman he left behind. On the 17th, Netflix added The Teacher's Lounge, which is one of the most frustrating movies I have seen. The movie follows Carla Nowak, a dedicated sports and math teacher, starts her first job at a high school, standing out for her idealism among the new staff. When a series of thefts occur at the school and one of her students is suspected, she decides to investigate on her own. Carla tries to mediate between outraged parents, opinionated colleagues, and aggressive students, but faces relentless challenges from the school system. The more she tries to do everything right, the more the young teacher threatens to break under the pressure. I wanted to like this more than I did. It's certainly engaging but feels implausible. The adults make too many wrong turns, and aside from Carla, there is no voice of reason. Despite Leonie Benish's strong acting, her character's constant troubles don't align with the strength she exudes. Added on iTunes this week is The Convert, which takes place in the 1830s, where New Zealand is a predominantly Maori world, ravaged by tribal wars. Lay preacher Thomas Munro, Guy Pearce, seeking redemption from a dark past, is aboard a trading vessel heading to the newly established British settlement of Epworth. Upon anchoring on New Zealand's rugged coast, Munro becomes entangled in a battle between Maori tribes and witnesses a massacre by Chief Akatarawa. The Convert combines an engaging portrayal of this often overlooked historical era with universal questions about whether it's possible to build a society on something other than violence. The film's interesting themes and strong production values, highlighted by breathtaking landscapes, earn it some grace. It offers a captivating exploration of humanity and redemption amidst historical conflicts. If you find this video helpful in any way, make sure to drop us a like so that the video can reach more people, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when we post more videos about weekly releases. On the 19th, Disney Plus will add Young Women and the Sea. The premise of the movie centers around Daisy Ridley, who stars as an accomplished swimmer born to immigrant parents in New York City in 1905. With unwavering support from her older sister and dedicated trainers, she overcomes adversity and a patriarchal society to rise through the ranks of the Olympic swimming team. Her most staggering achievement is a 21-mile swim from France to England. I would give it 3 stars out of 4. Some early dialogue felt contrived, but overall, it's the best feel-good movie I've seen in a while. The sets are impressive, reminiscent of the Tenement Museum in New York. The actual footage from the 1920s at the end is a moving touch. The film addresses deeper yearnings and collective human needs, transcending typical Disney biopics. I recommend it wholeheartedly. On the 18th, Prime Video blessed us with an amazing action comedy starring Dave Bautista called My Spy: The Eternal City, the eagerly awaited follow-up to 2020's action comedy My Spy. The Eternal City reunites Dave Bautista and Chloe Coleman in a feel-good family adventure set across Europe's most storied destinations. When Sophie's, Coleman, high school choir is selected for an Italian tour, culminating in a performance for the Pope in Vatican City, J.J. Bautista seizes the opportunity to bond with his new stepdaughter and volunteers to chaperone. Their journey takes them through the Venetian canals, across Florence's renowned bridges, and into Rome's historic sites. Unexpectedly, JJ and Sophie become unwitting pawns in a terrorist plot that threatens the world. The film blends heartwarming moments with thrilling action, offering a delightful mix of family fun and suspense. On the 18th, Netflix will also add Land of Bad, one of the best action movies of 2024. The movie is starring Russell Crowe and Liam Hemsworth. A covert special forces operation in the South Philippines spirals into a brutal 48-hour battle for survival. When an elite extraction team is ambushed deep in enemy territory, rookie officer Kenny Hemsworth is outnumbered but determined to leave no man behind. With an airstrike closing in, Kenny's only hope lies in the guidance of Air Force drone pilot Reaper Crowe, navigating unknowable dangers where every move could be their last. Land of Bad delivers an intense and gripping narrative, keeping you on the edge of your seat. The high-stakes plot and stellar performances, particularly from Crowe and Hemsworth, excel. The well-crafted action sequences and atmospheric tension make it a must-watch. Russell Crowe is in sublime form, contributing to an engaging storyline, brief setup, and non-stop action, making this movie awesome by today's standards. If you find this video helpful in any way, make sure to drop us a like so that the video can reach more people, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when we post more videos about weekly releases.